My name is Heidi, and this is Eric and Andrew. We're members of Frog Force FRC Team 503, and we're super excited to tell you about our frog family.
Our story began 16 years ago when Team 503 leapt into our first season. Right from the start, we're about making first loud. We pitched the idea of our remote kickoff the first HQ in 2001, our rookie season, and hosted one of the inaugural kickoff events the following year, 2002. This early vision of ours has spawned 114 remote kickoff events spanning 4 continents, 8 countries, and 39 states, setting the standard for our team. Culture change, leadership, innovation, and invention. This is the nature of a frog. Our culture is enriched by the diversity of our students. Over 80% are first-generation Americans, and 15% are immigrants themselves. Being the son of an immigrant, I can attest that this environment breeds success on Frog Force.
Frog Force's dedication to growing and sustaining FIRST programs, like Middle School FTC, is simply unparalleled. By dedicating over 5,000 man-hours to key volunteer roles like Control Systems Admin, Field Tech Admin, Referee, and Judge, we've helped nurture Middle School FTC in Michigan from 33 to 274 teams in just 5 years. This support continues off the field. This year, FTC teams were faced with the difficult task of adapting to the new Android control system, a challenge for both rookie and veteran teams alike. Through a partnership with the Robot Garage and First in Michigan, we've held 5 workshops across the state and offered assistance to dozens of teams to ease them through this transition. We continue to spearhead the Middle School FTC program in Michigan because we recognize that students need a level between FLL and FRC to fully mature as FIRST robotics students.
Frog Force started its first FLL team in 2004, and since then we've expanded our reach by starting 36 teams in Novi over the past 6 years. And also in that time, we've mentored 52 and assisted 162 FLL teams. In 2009, we started Frog Force Frenzy, our annual FLL tournament, which has grown to 32 teams this past year. And in addition, our Frog family has spent a whopping 14,296 man-hours hosting, running, and volunteering at FLL events across the state.
Right down the hall from Frog Force Frenzy is our annual Junior FLL Expo. This event is just one part of our efforts to excite the youngest frogs in our pond about STEM. In 2017, Junior FLL will be transitioning to the WeDo 2.0 system. We are, once again, the go-to team, learning the platform, creating tutorials, and providing mentorship to as many teams as the legs can reach.
From kindergarten through 12th grade, we support students interested in STEM through the Novi Robotics Boosters Program, or NBOT. NBOT has made participating in FIRST possible for over 60 teams since its inception in 2011. We've jump-started similar programs in other communities through online published resources and consultation. The progression of programs creates strong teams at all levels and provides a pipeline where students flow naturally from one program to the next.
None of this would be possible if it weren't for our generous sponsors. Our founding sponsor, Magna Seating, has been with us for the past 16 years, supporting us every leap of the way. In the last 5 years, we've added 15 new sponsors, gaining many valuable skills, like the TRIZ problem-solving method taught by the Altshuler Institute. This approach enables us to weigh the possible solutions to the complex problems presented by this year's game. Our goal to make advanced technology more accessible to the Motor City has become a reality through our partnership with Tech Shop Detroit and Ford Motor Company. Our initial curriculum evolved into a more comprehensive voucher system utilized by over 15 teams. These vouchers can be redeemed for classes or machine time, and we often use ours to manufacture parts for others. This a la carte approach gives teams the tools they need to be successful.
Our Frog family is making a splash in our global community. We participate in Relay for Life, the Rouge River Cleanup, Maker Faire Detroit, and so many more. And also, we have successfully advocated for the addition of Java and Python programming classes at our school. Our robot is regularly displayed at local high school sporting events and other parades, showing everyone that FIRST is the hardest fun you'll ever have.
We continue to promote sports for the mind at the ballpark with First Pitch, the original partnership between FIRST Robotics and Major League Baseball. Team 503's Cyber Young robot made history when it threw the first pitch at a Detroit Tigers game in 2012. Since then, 3 Robots in the D events have been held, showcasing all levels of FIRST robotics to over 30 million people through media coverage. This event has been replicated by teams across the country, all the way from California to Texas.
Hey Eric, can you give me a hand?
Sure thing, Heidi.
Thanks. Our Frog family is giving a helping hand through our partnership with eNable, an open-source, nonprofit organization that provides and prints 3D printed prosthetic hands and arms to children in need around the world. Together with a coalition of FIRST teams in a local makerspace, we were able to produce 65 prosthetic hands that were then distributed to children worldwide. After meeting with Misha, a 6-year-old who just got one of our hands, 503 was inspired to do even more. One of our alumni created a myoelectric version of the hand that you see here as part of his summer job at a neuroscience tech startup, and this started a multidisciplinary project at the University of Michigan. This year, we're even making prosthetic arms.
One of Frog Force's biggest priorities is aiding in the resurgence of the Motor City by providing STEM opportunities to Detroit area students. Last year, we helped establish the Robotics and Engineering Center of Detroit, based out of the Detroit Hispanic Development Corporation, or DHDC. This center, located in Mexican Town, Detroit, is home to almost a dozen first teams, 7 FRC and 4 FTC, with FLL and Junior FLL soon to come. Our goal was to help these teams become self-sustaining by co-hosting chassis and bumper building workshops and establishing a robust progression of programs so that these teams can pay it forward in the future.
Our community center model works great for Detroit First teams. So we're partnering with world-renowned author Mitch Albom, First in Michigan, and Microsoft to bring STEM to the Save Play Center in Detroit. Save Play combines academic tutoring and recreational sports leagues to serve kids in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Detroit. We're starting with FLL and FTC teams, which will serve as the foundation of a robotics center at Save Play. By bringing FIRST and STEM to community centers like DHDC and Save Play, we are providing at-risk students with the opportunity to go pro in science, technology, engineering, and math.
Frog Force is more than just a robotics team. It's a family that includes our current students, mentors, and alumni who are incredible contributors, leaders, and role models.
It includes our friends in Detroit, as we work together towards building sustainable FIRST programs in the Motor City, along with building promising futures.
It includes all the children around the world who have regained their dexterity and self-confidence through the prosthetic hands we've made.
It includes our support of the first progression of programs, bringing students into STEM and helping them develop 21st century skills.
Our Frog family combines leadership, vision, and cutting-edge innovation under one green banner.
Who are we?
503!